Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nashua High School South for the start of the co-ed unified basketball tournament. They are playing for a state championship in co-ed unified basketball. 16 teams have made the tournament. They've set up the brackets, and here we are. South is hosting Conant, and they hoist a three-pointer.
Okay, who's the NBA player?
Braden Hill.
Yeah, Braden Hill is, I think he graduated, what, 5 years ago?
That was a high arcing
look
swish
at him.
of a
Look at
three-pointer.
him. Look at him.
He looks like a legitimate athlete.
He looks like
out
he's
there.
25 years old.
That was an amazing shot by Braden Hill to start the scoring.
You're going to see a lot more from that.
3-0.
South Bay have finally met their match here, you know.
Coming into this game, Tom.
Look at this, see?
And Braden Hill's going to lay that one in as well.
Conant off to a 5-0 start. Conant against Nashua South, everybody. South going right to left on your TV dial, TV screen.
Seth Bridges, number 22. Of course, Cameron Barry, one of the stars of this team.
Yeah, well, they're going to need him today.
They will. Mitchell Coy's shot doesn't go. Comes out to Cameron Barry.
He's going to launch up a three.
Good-looking shot.
No,
Too
not
strong
really.
on it, though.
Not even close.
And look out for Braden Hill.
Oh, look at this, behind the back dribble.
Off the glass and threatening to get the first 3 baskets of this game right off the opening tip.
Conant just mistimed a rebound, almost got the offensive rebound. You could bet Braden Hill. Look at the bench. The Conant bench is not very deep. These guys are going to be playing a lot of minutes.
All these same players that we're looking at here. Conant is located in Jaffrey, New Hampshire, as that shot by Don Martin is off to the right. 5-0. The Orioles of Conant lead this.
Boom.
So we're just underway, and a first basket of the game for South belongs to number 33. Look at the hustle of floor. Charles Arndorfer.
Yeah,
Arndorfer and Cameron Barry.
They're it. You know,
dynamic duo for
exactly.
this team.
Right. Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside.
Nice catch and shoot there by number 24 is Jason Clark for the Orioles, but it doesn't fall. And now down court comes the Panthers' 22 Seth Bridge running the offense. Hands it off to John Robarge. Robarge is going to take a shot from close range. He's going to get another chance, and this one's good. John Robarge knows exactly where his favorite spot on the floor is. And that's right underneath the basket, right in front of the basket. 5-4, it's a 1-point game now. Conant ahead by just that much. It goes off of an Oriole foot, and it is a first chance for the Panthers to take the lead in the game. Mitchell Coy inbounds it. Cameron Barry will do the ball handling here. Co-ed unified basketball program made up of students with and without intellectual disabilities. Charles Arndorfer's shot too high off of the square, and rebound Conant. Down court they come, off the glass and in.
Fast break transition basketball.
Yeah.
With a guy open underneath.
I saw some more sloppier play in a girls' tournament
game that we did with Memorial Nashua. No, really.
Yeah. They were missing some lay-ins in that
were.
game. I haven't seen too many lay-ins missed in this game so far.
7-4, Conant with the lead.
Seth Bridge
Orndorfer inside.
Arndorfer muscled his way into good position, but it's a Conant rebound.
Well, speaking of muscling, they got some size on Conant.
A valiant effort there by Don Martin.
Just a little rushed on the layup.
Cam Barry brings it down court, speeds up a little bit. Don Martin guarding him closely. Barry putting on a dribbling display, launches that one.
Barry is
off the backboard supports.
He's feeling it. See, he's feeling the need that he's got to score a lot in this game.
Yeah.
He knows that they're going to depend on him.
He's aware of the fact it's a tournament game. I think.
We're seeing some athletes I think we haven't seen before for Nashua South. We haven't seen a couple of kids that are on the floor right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Carter Cormier, number 15 out there, newly into the game. One of the student partners for South. Rebound, Charles Arndorfer. And Cormier is going to give it up to Seth Bridge. Passes it inside. Great steal. Heads up play by Seth Gauthier.
He's going to alley-oop it.
Underneath and just losing the handle. Don Martin, nice athletic try.
Conant has beaten Nashua South down the floor. They've done it a few times.
This is the longest road trip of the season for the Co-Ed Unified team from Conant. They played in their own territory, the Jaffrey Ringe area, for all 5 games. They did play Milford, but they hosted that one. There's a runner by Barry. What a beautiful shot off the glass.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
That was nice.
He just threw it up there with the greatest of ease.
7-6, and
out of bounds. Another turnover. Conant turning the ball over a lot of their fast breaks.
Yeah, high degree of difficulty fast breaks, and that's part of the reason why.
Yeah, they beat them down the floor, though.
They did.
You know, every time they have the opportunity, but they're just not connecting.
It's 38 miles door to door as South throws one away.
Yeah, it's 38 miles, but it's still a haul. It's more of a haul because it's not all highway. It's all one-on-one.
Windy roads. Yeah, it's only about 30 miles as the Oriole flies, but you got to take those windy roads. I talked
those trips out there are just brutal.
Their first-year head coach, Corey Ducharme of Conant, said it was a 50-minute trip. It was kind of fun today to take that road trip for their first tournament game, which they hope they'll get a second. They'll earn a second, which will be played on March 7th.
Got to hit some more easier shots. Some more of those shots if they want to get that second trip.
We're recording this on a March 3rd. It is a Thursday afternoon. The next game will be on
Barry with a 3.
Kind of a casual 3-pointer. Just barely. Arndorfer's in the right spot, and he gets it to go. Charles Arndorfer and Cam Barry, the dynamic duo, give the Panthers their first lead of the game. I'm not going to be
surprised if South never relinquishes the lead after this, the way Conant is just not able to hit.
They did have
Whoa, I guess I'm wrong. Look at that.
Wow, that's the nice feed.
Look at that pass.
Seth Gauthier to Don Martin cutting underneath the basket. Looks like they've teamed up like that before. Probably not
There's
the first time.
There's a whole new group of Orioles ready to come in, though. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got a whole second team coming in. As they go 5 deep, on the bench. So they'll go 5.
Cam Barry with the catch and shoot. Rebound.
Oh, you got to get up. You got to go for the ball.
Inside
there they go.
Orndorfer. It's poked away, though, by Conant. And down court they come. You can tell this game has a...
Oh, they're going to call the carry. See, they call the carry on an athlete like that because he looks athletic.
They're does look athletic.
They're going to call things on him.
He is listed. Braden is one of the players on the athlete side of the equation, not a student partner.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a five-person substitution.
Yeah, the full
5
complement.
new players in the game for the Orioles, for the O's.
Underneath it goes Charles Arndorfer.
Bang.
He's automatic in that spot.
Yeah, 10-9.
And so it's a seesaw battle now as Panthers retake the lead. And Conant's new point guard into the game, putting on a dribbling display as he went between the legs at one point. Out in front. I think that's Mike Roberge. I have a number 1. Maybe it's an 11 in it. Oh, I have a number 1 is Mike Roberge. I don't have the... Oh, Dylan Nutting is number 11. He is one of the student partners.
Well, Amos Duncan just put 2 in for Conant.
Yeah.
And raised his hands as he ran down the floor in celebration.
Amanda Audie checks into the game for South, making her way to her favorite shooting spot. And you'll see Amanda Audie go with the scoop shot.
But Orndorfer's there for an assist possibly. Let's see.
Yeah, that's usually what they do. It's an assisted.
Cameron Barry, but he lost the ball out of bounds.
And it will be Conant basketball.
Amanda Audie wants another shot at it, but she's going to have to wait till they get the possession. And she's going to have to run down the floor and play defense.
Co-Ed Unified made up of students with and without intellectual disabilities. They practice, the teams do, and travel and play together, hopefully resulting in new relationships being formed. Ball inside, taken away, Cameron Barry.
Or in the case of Braden Hill, a new contract.
That's what he plays for. Cameron Barry, cross-court pass. Nice reception by...
Here comes Amanda.
Amanda Audie.
She's going to put it up.
Assisted by Kelly Thornhill, number 11.
Be an alley-oop.
Yeah.
Yep.
In position for the alley-oop is Devin Linscott, number
He's
31.
Right there, he puts it up and in. Oddie with an assist. And it's 12-11 Nashua with 6 seconds left. They got to run down the floor. They're not watching the clock. Got to put it up.
Yes.
No,
Cam
stolen
Barry
by Cam
takes
Barry,
it away, and that'll do it.
End of one. Nashua leads at 12-11. Cam tries.
Try to sneak one in before the buzzer
Tries,
Tom.
you know.
Yeah. So 16 teams in this tournament. The top seed is Londonderry, and that is the team that South lost to. Otherwise, South might have been the top seed. They went 5-1 on the season. They lost in only their final game on February 17 to the Lancers, 58-54. That was a close game. 4 points, the Lancers beat them.
Oh, look at that. The two teams combined for 112
Yes,
points?
yes.
Good grief.
And, you know, the average point total for South has been about 50 points in this season. So they're slightly under their usual totals right now for a quarter. Usually 15 to 20 points a quarter.
That's the Loftus effect. I think Coach Loftus is the offensive guru there.
Richard Loftus.
Yeah, I think he's.
Who is the assistant to Deb Curry.
I think he's got charts and clipboards.
Watch his film.
Yeah, watch his tape the whole day.
Yeah. So Devin Linscott's going to inbound this to Cameron Barry.
Get the ball. And
he knows just
start
what
of
to
the
do
period.
with this, man. This is what Cam Barry lives for. Look at that stuff between the legs. Fakes the pass.
Oh, look at that.
Still's got it. It's a display right now. As I would say, he's taking people to school, but we're already in school.
Right.
And the ball is in.
Arndorfer
And Barry team up again. The dynamic duo of Nashua South. And it's a 14-11 lead for the Panthers on their home court. South coming into this game, the 7th seed in the tournament against the 10 seed Conant. Outside.
Can he hit another three? No.
Gets his own rebound. How about that hustle? And South steals it. The loose ball ends up in the hands of Cam Barry. Barry looked like he was headed to the stands to sign an autograph before he crossed midcourt. Splits the defense, the scoop shot, and we're actually going to get a foul called here, Tom.
No. It's a tournament game, though. They're going to call a little tighter.
2 shots. To the line, Cam Barry to shoot the game's, maybe the season's, first free throws. 14
No,
to
I
11.
bet he's gone to the line before.
Oh, he looks like he's been there before by
bet.
his body language. As he touches his toes and gets ready. Tim O'Neill is our cameraman here on Nashua TV. John Collins with Tom King. Pleased to be with you. And Cam Barry with the fine free throw shooting form. Why should I be surprised? 15 to 11.
I've spent more time with you and Tim O'Neill than anybody else all winter long. You know that? I think so.
There is a different style as he blesses himself before he shoots that.
Did he really? I didn't,
He did.
I didn't
A
notice
lot of
that.
times you'll see players, athletes, bless themselves in dangerous situations. I never thought of the free throw shooting
Look at
line
this.
as such a risky place. But
Oh,
stolen from behind by Braden
He gets
Hill.
his pocket picked.
Yes.
And he's coming down to try to do the same. Look at that.
That
There's
was
the fast
Jeremy
break
Say,
again.
and that is a player that loves that play. Don Martin, number 34.
Boy, he does. He is very good at it, too. He's very good at getting himself in position to get passes underneath.
And Don Martin has the Oriole color scheme intact with that bright orange undershirt and the black and orange numerals. You can see why they call Conant the Orioles. Underneath, a chance.
Yes, but do they have 4 20-game winners in their rotation? That's the question.
Right. Jeffrey Marcoux is going to get a second chance here underneath the basket.
Oh, he hit on one already, didn't he? Earlier? No, I guess not. I guess it was another player. Nope.
In and
didn't
out.
Go. Here comes Conant. Uh-oh. Ahead of the field. Nobody's going to stop him.
Martin ties it up. 15-15 your score with just under 6 minutes to go in the first half. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Exeter versus Central, the number 2 seed and the 15 seed, also playing this afternoon. Don Martin, great anticipation of that pass between Barry and Carter Cormier. We have 2 15s, I think, listed in our program, Tom. So Jeff Marcoux underneath the basket.
There it is.
And it falls. Jeff Marcoux credited with those 2 points to give South a lead of 17-15. As Braden Hill dribbles down court with an eye in the rear view mirror, passes it to Mike Roberge. Don Martin gives it back to Mike. Mike's going to try a 2-pointer from just
short.
inside the arc.
Oh, but who else? Martin with the tip.
Yes.
It was tipped back to him and a perfect lay-it.
Martin is
17
a
all.
good shooter, especially underneath the basket. 17-17. Conant is not going away. A very close contest here. As Conant gets ready to substitute 2 new players into the game, as does the South team. Underneath, Don Martin. And we're going to have to assign
We've seen this
player.
over and over again. This is
19-17 is the score.
This is like Groundhog Day, you know? Seen it over and over and over.
Halfway through the second quarter, we have multiple substitutions for both teams.
Do you know, speaking of Groundhog Day, do you know that after the next couple of days, there's not going to be a temperature dipping below during the day in the 30s at all?
Wow.
It is just going to be
in the 40s?
It's going to be one of the warmer Marches. It's going to go with the weather, the way the weather's been. It's been second warmest winter on record.
Wow.
And we're going to go into the 50s, the 60s.
Yeah, as you pointed out, very unusual to see all these lawns with no snow covering at all.
That's true.
Beginning of March. Long shot off the glass, and that, Tom, that is the
that is the shot of the
amazing.
game.
That was left-handed. Is he left-handed?
I have no idea.
Because he threw that up left-handed off the glass and in for 3.
I think he's left-footed.
That was
He's unbelievable.
Good ball moving by Conant.
Oh, look at that, a one-timer.
A lot of scoring in
Did you
this
see
game.
that? A one-timer. Tim Miller, he just takes the ball, and with one action, he never even dribbled, he never even moved his feet.
2 amazing shots in a row.
I know.
I mean, and oblivious to the playoff pressure, I might add.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
21-20. The 3-pointer by Cam Barry gave the Panthers up a 20-point plateau. That shot gives them a 22-21 lead.
John Robarge, that's his second of the game.
Yeah, he's hot. Line drive that time by
that doesn't work that time.
Yeah,
you gotta
Tim Miller didn't elevate.
Miller, you got to elevate that shot a little bit.
Down court come the
go.
Panthers. Arndorfer with the turnaround.
Right inside. Nashua with a little bit of a 4-0 run. They lead 24-21.
There is a high level of scoring competence in this game, Tom.
We got 2:53 to go.
Just about every athlete that touches the ball's got the ability to hit
gonna get another
the basket.
3-pointer? No.
Too long on the shot. Great positioning by Charles Arndorfer as he hands it off to Cam Barry. South has a 3-point lead, but this has been a back and forth
Braden
affair.
Hill just a little too strong on that 3-pointer.
Barry being guarded at midcourt closely by Mike Roberge. Underneath, Charles Arndorfer, deflected shot and knocked out of bounds by Conant. So the Panthers will retain possession in the offensive end. Long pass underneath, batted away. Good defense being played by Tim Miller there. This pass was intended for John Robarge underneath the basket. Mitchell Coy, one of the student partners in the game. Catch and shoot by Cam Barry, doesn't go. And down court come the Orioles. Lead pass ends up in the hands.
They needed Martin down there. He would have been way ahead of the field.
Right.
Didn't happen.
Martin taking a breather right now. Mitchell Coy looking for a teammate to pass to, finds Cam Barry. Cam's going to shoot an NBA 3.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
That's not that time. A loose ball. Look at this foot race. Mitchell Coy knocked out of bounds by Braden Hill. Cam Barry, who we have watched since he was a freshman in unified basketball.
John Robarge loses the handle, but he
Cam Barry's got to be unified basketball's equivalent of a 1,000-point career scorer.
Probably.
I mean,
Arndorfer's pretty close though, John. And that Robarge is 6 points.
And Robarge is heating it up in this first round tournament game.
Got that spot that he just does not move off of, and it goes right in.
Barry, in a 1-on-4 situation, steals the ball. And now he's putting on a display as he dribbles around everybody and throws it up, and it ends up with Mitchell Coy. Gets it back. Arndorfer.
That's the first time I've ever seen him miss from the inside.
Great look at the basket. Barry nearly stole it away from Tim Miller.
Now this tough defense being played by Nashua South. They're going to get the ball back, I think. Timeout by Conant. They want to talk it over. They're down 5.
Corey Ducharme calling the timeout, the head coach of Conant, as we look at him on the sideline. 62 seconds remain in the first half. 26-21, South is on top. The winner of this game will play 4 days from now at the home of the higher seed that it remains in their bracket. That could be Exeter if they defeat Central today. That would make it a road game if South hangs on to win this one.
So it'll be on the 7th of March on Monday?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the semifinal game would be played 2 days later on a Wednesday at the home of the higher seed before the final will be played on March 12 at 5 p.m. at Southern New Hampshire, the same day of the final as the girls tournament final, which, of course, top seed in that girls tournament, team we're following very closely, Bishop Girton girls basketball team, Tom, who I trust took care of Keene.
Yeah, they won in a rout, 53-20 something. It wasn't not a lot of the tournament games in the first round were very close, including the one that we covered.
North winning by about 20 points over Memorial to advance.
17, 59-42.
Cam Barry, now under a minute to go. We imagine that the South coaches let the players know that not much time remains on the clock, but
didn't go for the fast break. He had a clear shot.
Braden Hill, what a great steal by Charles Arndorfer.
He had a clear path to the basket, and he passed it up.
Charles Arndorfer with that great hand-eye coordination, able to
they're going to go Barry here. They want to go for the kill here. They want to get a couple kill shots. Oh, look at this move.
Arndorfer, great save. Might have taken one extra step. Outside as a player hits the deck. Barry's shot short.
Here comes Martin. Martin's going to dribble it all the way down.
Don Martin gets the return feed.
Yeah, there it is, the fast break.
As sure-handed as they come underneath the basket, Don Martin, and he reduces it 3 seconds. They got to shoot it. Get rid of it.
And that'll do it. But Nashua South still has the lead.
26-23 at halftime of this co-ed unified playoff game here on the campus of Nashua High South. Come back for the exciting conclusion with us here on Nashua ETV right after this break.
People look at you. They stare. They all stare. They point at you. They shout things. They make you feel different. It's fantastic.
Welcome back, everybody, to Nashua High South. They don't mess around at halftime in co-ed unified, Tom, much to your pleasure, I imagine.
Yeah, no, there's no band, there's no halftime performance.
Yeah.
So they don't go out and solicit a musical star to act to do the
Beyonce's
show.
not walking through that door.
No, she's not coming to do any of the halftime. So
here we go with a 26-23 South lead. As we begin the third quarter, they put a fresh 8 minutes up on the scoreboard. They play 8-minute quarters in boys and girls basketball and in co-ed unified. So the Conant Orioles from Jaffrey, New Hampshire take possession on the first offensive possession of the game, and they miss a close shot there. And Cam Barry, who's been one of the stars of the game for the Panthers so far, will do the ball handling here on South's first possession. Opening round of the tournament. Cam Barry, the left-handed shot. He hit one of those wild, wacky threes with a left hand earlier. Not there. Pass ahead of the field. Great feed, ball movement. Don Martin can't get it to go. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Conant. Seth Gauthier, one of the student partners, hustling underneath, had a chance at that rebound, but just lost it over his back. And one of the student partners for North, Devin Linscott, inbounds it. Carter Cormier has it now and looking for a teammate. Underneath, John Robage. John's favorite spot is right in front of the basket. He'll try it again, and he hits it. Swish. John Robage gives South their first basket of the game, of the second half, and the first points for either team here in this second half. It's a 5-point lead for South, 28-23. The Orioles of Conant with possession in the person of Seth Gauthier, who hands it over. Amos Duncan shot it right at the basket. It came hurtling back to him. His second shot off to the right. Don Martin hands it off, and now taking the pressure off from that loose ball scramble underneath, Seth Gauthier brings it back up top. Diagonal pass underneath the basket, and Conant getting several chances here in this possession to get their first points of the second half. Amos Duncan, too low, and Barry gets the rebound. Cam Barry coolly dribbling down court right in front of his own bench. Devin Linscott underneath.
They didn't switch sides. You notice that?
Oh, that's right, yeah. Stability and continuity of vision, I suppose, here in the
and look at his defense. Orndorfer's getting pressured all over the place.
He burrowed in with that basketball.
How did he do that?
You've heard of moonshots. That was a mole shot.
And
around the rim and in by Don Martin.
My guess, I think, unofficially, I'd say 14 or 16 points for him in this game. And I believe Mr. Loftus has asked for a timeout and trying to get his defense set and also make some substitutions.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no timeout. They just the whistle was blown for substitution purposes. As they get a group, as Conant keeps the current group in, I think.
Yeah, they have 9.
They made a couple of changes.
They have 9 players or 10 players total. 10 players.
They had gone 5 and 5 total, with their substitutions. So.
John Robage.
He's instant from there. Oh, he misses.
This time,
first miss.
Yeah, the cylinder
Martin,
rejected
look at Martin ahead of the field. Couldn't quite beat it. This time they ran down. Orndorfer stayed with him this time, defensively. It's amazing stuff. Look at this.
Nice no-look feed underneath the Keegan Stone.
Just
Keegan Stone
strong.
shot, just
a
too much
little
on
strong.
It. Yep. Cam Barry has it. Scoring pace has slowed down considerably here as the defense has been pretty tight in this tournament game. 28-25. South operating with the lead and the ball. Cam Barry holding it over her head.
Okay, now here's my rub on what they've done. Remember the call they made on Hill earlier in the
Martin.
game? Oh, there he is.
1 point game.
I'm going to give him 18 points for the game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He has a chance to get 30.
He does.
He does. He really does. He has a chance to get 30 in this game.
He has about 18 of the 27 points that Conant's put up.
Okay, now they called a carry on Hill. Okay?
They did.
Because they felt Hill was a student partner and an athlete and able to, play to a different set of rules.
Yes.
Cam Barry gets the ball, dribbles, stops, and then starts to dribble again.
Yes.
All right, Cam Barry has dribbling ability and moves and athletic moves.
He does. He can go between the
He should be held to the same standards.
Good point, Tom. Keegan Stone with a beautiful shot there. One of the student partners listed here puts one up. So that might be open warfare now.
I know, huh? I'd probably open a real keg. But don't you agree?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
no,
if you look
strong
at it,
point.
it's the same.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the basketball ability. He should be able to play to that standard.
Had the official been told that Braden Hill was not one of the student partners, I don't think he would have blown that whistle. But had he known, you're right. Loose ball collected by Conant.
I think he could tell. I don't even think he needed to be told.
Yeah.
We knew. You know, we knew by looking at him. He's an athlete.
Down court.
Oh, Barry. Watch Barry try to come up behind and steal.
That was a nice pass.
Oh, look at this.
Don Martin.
20.
Yeah, you know, that's a player.
All of a sudden, Conant has stretched out to a lead. They have scored 8 in a row.
Yeah.
2:42 to play, third quarter. They are up 31-28. This could be interesting.
Yep, they have taken a significant lead here
Martin is
late in the third
MVP
quarter.
in this game so far.
Absolutely.
He has dominated.
He's a secret weapon. Not so secret anymore.
Has run the floor with the ultimate precision.
Yeah, and he's very heads up for those feeds from the student partners.
They practice it. You can tell.
Yeah.
They practice it.
Yeah.
You know, he's got only 10 kids. He can have a practice.
Yeah, it's like watching Brady and Edelman there on the 5-yard passes, you know.
You know, they keep things simple, but I bet they work out in practice. Oh, there's a block.
Yeah.
Conant's come to play, boy. I tell you, they're not giving anything away here.
They don't want to give.
All right, now watch. All right, see that double dribble. He got away with it.
He did. And he just barely missed that shot, which South could have used. That would have tied the game at 31. Braden Hill lays it in.
The fast break, the transition game. This game is taking on the look of a tournament basketball game in the other sports.
Yeah.
You know, in the other leagues.
Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
This is.
South needs a basket. Don Martin, the MVP of the game so far.
Is he going to pass it? No, he's going to take. Yes, he is.
Braden Hill. Keegan Stone.
Swish? No. Martin.
He's got a chance to shoot it. He sends out to Braden Hill.
Yep.
Mike Roberge. Mike Roberge going to shoot it.
Run.
And just in and out.
But look at the rebounding.
Gets it back again. Another chance.
Orndorff is going to play defense. Alters the shot. Out of bounds. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Conant's ball. 1:24 to play. Third quarter. The Orioles. No easy layups. Oh, and Hill just misses. How did he miss that?
Yeah, he just ran out of real estate.
He's smiling about it too, you know. He just ran out. I know it. Ouch.
Too far underneath the basket when he received the pass. Cam Barry with the fake. Goes by the defender, shoots it. Need a rebound here, and they get it. Devin Linscott.
He's got 4 people around him. You notice that Charles Orndorfer is not getting the easy gibbies anymore?
No freebies anymore.
No freebies. No. The Orioles smell it.
Mike Roberge lost the handle and stepped out of bounds.
They didn't call it. They have 2 refs for this game. You notice that?
Yeah.
That's a swish.
Wow, that was a big non-call.
That was a big non-call. That was.
And it turns into a 7-point lead for Conant.
It was 28-23. Nashua was rolling. Then all of a sudden, they put the key in the Don Martin model, turned the ignition, and vroom.
Yeah.
And it is a 12-0 run for the O's.
Number 34 in the black and orange,
They may not have
Don
4
Martin.
20-game winners, but they might have a 20-point score.
Yeah.
And that's Don Martin.
Dribbling it down court, Seth Bridge looking for a teammate to pass to, trying to get it to John Robarge, but he's being denied the ball.
They're going to give it to Robarge now. Robarge misses again.
Not his favorite spot from the side.
You're right, but look at this. This is a fast break. Where's Martin? He's off on the left side.
Tim Miller.
He was open.
Charles Orndorff.
If they had been able to get him the ball to thread the defense, he was open underneath on the run. 2 seconds to go. There's a shot. Oh!
And that was a student Carver, but nobody minds that Seth Bridge, that was a high degree of difficulty shot. That would have been great if that went in, actually. So it's a 7-point advantage. What a third quarter for Conant. They were down by 3 at halftime, and they come out.
It was 26-23 at the half.
They outscored South by 10.
They held South to 2 points, and they scored 12 in a row.
Yep. So they have a
12-0
7-point
run,
lead.
8 minutes for Conant to advance. You know what? If Martin touches the ball 5 times in this quarter,
that could be enough to seal it off.
It could be enough.
Teams will have the opportunity to play for an NHIAA high school championship in co-ed unified. There are 3 seasons during the coincide with the school year. In the fall, co-ed unified, there is soccer. In the winter, of course, we're watching basketball. In the spring, there's 2 sports. There's volleyball and track and field. Opportunities for students with intellectual disabilities to participate in the athletic program, and it's a great thing for all involved. Corey Ducharme, the first-year head coach of Conant, said it's been a thrill to be the coach and to participate. I think he plans on coming back. Charles Arndorfer coming to the sideline to inbound this, and South would like nothing more than to begin this fourth quarter with a basket, Tom, cut into the 7-point deficit. Seth Bridge inside. It's going to be Amanda Audie. You see some boxing out.
Let's see.
They don't want the.
They don't want the alley-oop. That's what they don't want. But they're going to get it. They're going to try it again. Let's see if Audie can help Nashua end the scoreless streak. No.
Out of bounds off Conant. Seth Bridge will inbound it. Amanda Audie will try again. Persistent Amanda Audie. Setting it up. Winding up the shot. And Conant rebound. Down come the Orioles. Panthers have gone cold, Tom, in the second half. There's no way around it. And as we begin the fourth quarter, we hope they get the hot hand before the game comes to a close. John Roberge wrestles the ball. That's Mike Roberge, sorry. Turnaround shot, no good. The putback, perfect position for Tim Miller. And the biggest lead of the game for Conant, 37-28. Charles Arndorfer trying to find a
steal
seam in the defense, and Tim Miller comes away with it. Dribbling display by Dylan Nutting. Mike Roberge back to Dylan. Flings it underneath to Tim Miller, who's wide open but misses the shot. Fortunate for South. Substitution as Cam Barry comes back in. After a well-earned rest, 6 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the game, and maybe South season here, depending on whether they can close the gap down 37-28. Cam Barry and Charles Arndorfer are great shooters, Tom, but the high percentage precision of Don Martin has been the difference in this game. Don's on the bench right now, Don Martin.
Great, that's important.
It's an opportunity for South to get back in.
It's a great cheer for Amanda Audie.
And there's a guy, John Robarge, who has been a key in this game, and he hits a big basket there. 7-point game now, 37-30. Conant in the lead with the ball, and just under 6 minutes left. Cam Barry seizes upon the loose ball and takes it down court with a chance to reduce the deficit further. Going baseline, tough play. Hits the padding on the side of the backboard. It stays
which is loose.
Yeah.
You know, that padding is loose on that side. They need to fix that.
You don't usually see that.
Well, that's because I know you don't usually see it loose, but they need to fix it. I believe Nate Mazeral the coordinator notices it, and I believe they've called a timeout to try to fix that. And Nate does notice it.
Nate's actually tall enough to reach that, but I don't think
not
he wants
quite.
to jump
no,
up.
he's not. They're going to need they're going to need a step ladder.
Yeah, I mean.
So they're going to take a break until that's fixed.
So that last basket hit by.
No, maybe
Jeremy
not. Maybe
C.
not.
underneath.
Maybe not. No, Nate's not going for one. So I don't know if any
Just
of the
taking a look at it.
custodians are around to do it.
The reason for that padding is a lot of the high school athletes especially have more than enough leaping ability to possibly hit a hand or shoulder, the top of a head on that corner of the backboard. So it's got to be padded.
Right.
In the unified game, I suspect they don't think that's going to occur, where a body part's going to hit the corner of the backboard.
Well, no, but you can't have it alter the shot.
Exactly. No, you can't have that
it's
either.
tilted forward. It's
Right.
leaning forward. They really ought to fix that.
Right. It's an impediment.
Protest!
No, it's an impediment to the game, but not injury risk. Or else
Right.
I think they'd address it immediately.
Well, no, I think the addressing it immediately is if it's an impediment to the game. As
You're
well.
a pure. You're a co-ed
Oh
unified
yeah,
purist.
are you kidding me? We just saw a shot hit it. We just saw a shot hit it.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Oh,
Tim Miller, the runner, doesn't go.
Conant up 9 with 5 minutes to play.
That would have been double digits. Sense of urgency now for South to start scoring some baskets as Charles Arndorfer burrows backwards toward the hoop and makes the basket on the turnaround. So instead of being an 11-point game, Tom, it's a 7-point game. Big transition there with the miss of the lay-in and then the Arndorfer basket. Still a close game, relatively speaking, here with 4:35 to go, and a battle between Arndorfer and Tim Miller down low. And Cam Barry steals it away. Coming down court, Cam double team, gets it away underneath. Tim Miller with the heads-up rebound. Up ahead, waiting for everybody to catch up, is Dylan Nutting. Jason Clark intended for Tim Miller over his head, and it's going to be South basketball. So just over 4 minutes to go in the game. South has a chance to cut the lead down to 5 or maybe 4 if Cam Barry launches one of his trademark threes. Seth Bridge doing the ball handling. This is to decide who goes to the second round of the NHIAA tournament. John Robarge, it goes in and out. Valiant effort on the rebound there by Mitchell Coy, keeps it alive for South. Cam Barry drops it inside to Robarge. What nice teamwork. Robarge's shot. Arndorfer trickles off the rim. Gets it back to Arndorfer. His shot again doesn't miss.
Clock's ticking, 3:30 to 3:35 to play.
Seth Bridge doing all kinds of
This
work.
is like watching the same play over and over and over again.
It is. Charles gets it up and doesn't get the bounce. Mike Jones.
Almost lost it out of bounds.
Mitchell saves it. Charles Arndorfer underneath.
No, he's too
contested
far
shot.
underneath. Oh, he
Makes
got it. How about that? I thought he was too far underneath.
That looked like that old Slinky toy from our childhood there,
pays
Tom.
off.
It climbed up and over the rim. Like a accordion, a snail accordion, like they used to sell that Slinky toy at Christmas. Turnaround. Arndorfer in the right spot at the right time. Under 3 minutes to go. 5-point difference. Deflected shot ends up in the hands of South. Arndorfer, nice block. Dylan Nutting coming from the backside. Took it away from Arndorfer. And they're going to call a foul? Yeah, they are. They're going to say it wasn't a clean block. So
I know it.
Charles Arndorfer at
He's
the
going
line.
to go to the line.
Getting coached by the best.
I know. I won now. He's a player. I wonder if he's been to the line at all.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, Cameron Barry was coaching him on what to do.
Right. So I'm thinking that maybe he hasn't been to the line. So they adjust the line for him.
Yep.
So they move it inside a little bit.
Good knee bend.
And he gets it. Look at that, huh?
Wow.
Look at that. 39-35.
He's been watching the pros on TV, I think.
Yeah.
That was off to the side. That might have been beginner's luck on that first one. He gets the point, though, and it's only a 4-point game now as Conant feeling a little bit of pressure to get back on the scoring track. They were up by as many as 9. Catch and shoot off the glass. Great rebounds, great hands by Cam Barry. With 2:20 to go, Cameron Barry walking it down, has a chance to cut the deficit in half. 39-35. Cam Barry going to work. Three-pointer. No! What a great looking shot. Just off.
Just off. See, Martin's in the game again. See, when Martin was out, that's when they made their comeback.
Mitchell Coy
2
looking
minutes
for
to
a
play. It's a
teammate to pass
4-point game. South loses the ball. Oh, that was a possession that they could have had.
Braden Hill with the steal from behind.
And
what a pass.
right, look at Martin. Martin fights for the ball.
Don Martin gets it up to Seth Gauthier. Gauthier gives it back to Jeremy.
He's got an open shot. He
Say.
should take it.
Martin gets his rebound back up top, inside. Arndorfer and Barry getting hands on that. And
Well, Conant with 2 or 3 great opportunities and not able to cash in.
can you say co-ed unified overtime? Arndorfer. No, that was a big miss there.
1:20 to play. It's a 4-point game.
Braden Hill ahead of the field.
John, I don't think we've had a game this close in a long time.
No,
for
this is
Unified.
close. Don Martin trying to get it inside. Barry nearly got the steal.
Nope.
Out of bounds,
bounds.
off of, oh, I thought that went off of a Conant knee there. But they're going to call it
I think
Conant
it did
ball.
the second time when it ricocheted back.
Don Martin wasn't prepared for that inbound pass.
He's
but
going to take the shot 22.
underneath.
That's a soft shot.
That's
That
a big
could be
basket.
the killer right there.
We're talking about 6 points in
41-35.
1 minute. That's a tough hill to climb, and a timeout going to be called by South.
Yeah, they're going to talk it over.
Yeah, that was a big basket. South had a chance to cut it down to 2. Had the miss underneath, and then basket for, I think that was Keegan Stone that scored that for Conant. Coming in as the 10 seed, if Central manages to upset Exeter in the other game in this bracket, then Conant could have a home game. Otherwise, they'd be traveling to Exeter if they hang on to this one. Cameron Barry, Tom, is a senior. So, you know, he deserves some recognition for a tremendous.
He's had a great Unified career.
He has provided us
a lot of
so many
entertainment.
thrills.
I'd say, what, the last 3 years?
Yes, and we
Yeah.
could put together a montage of spectacular
Cameron
shots
Barry
by
plays.
Cam Barry.
Well, he's still
I
got,
mean,
you know, if he can
yeah.
put 3 more together
Oh,
in
he
the
could. He could.
the next 54
Actually,
seconds.
it'd be great if he hit 2 threes right here, because he's done it before. We've seen him hit 2 threes in less than 30 seconds. And they set him up, but it's out of bounds.
And, oh, his head goes back up, and he looks up in the sky and says, what did I do?
Well, a chance to steal it back is what it
9
amounts to.
seconds lost on that.
Yeah,
Little press put on, but Martin's going to beat it. He's always going to beat it.
Martin with it. Cross-court pass, Braden Hill. 35 seconds left in the game. Conant's up by 6. They're content to take some time off the clock. As you see, Seth Gauthier doing the dribbling. Braden Hill back to Gauthier. 25 seconds. The turnaround, Tim Hill, no good. Don Martin seals it. An 8-point lead with 20 seconds to
South
go.
is going to be eliminated. I
Stop
didn't
and go.
think this was going to happen,
Oh.
John. I did not think this was
No,
going to
I
happen.
didn't either. Not when they had that lead at halftime.
No, and they had, you know, Conant only had 10 players.
Yeah.
And just, boy.
But Don Martin was the scoring machine that would not stop. And
So this will likely be our last unified game of the school
yes,
year.
it is.
Because we usually don't do much in the spring with it. So
And we want to say
that's it. Final score, everybody.
Yes.
Conant 43, Nashua South 35.
Congratulations to Coach Deb and Coach Richard Loftus for their fantastic season and the sportsmanship that was shown throughout, and for allowing us to do these games here on Nashua ETV. as the tournament season continues, and we say a goodbye to the South Co-Ed Unified team. We want to invite you to join us for further basketball and hockey as the winter season continues. For Tom King, I'm John Collins, our cameraman Tim O'Neill saying good night from Nashua High South, everybody.